Hey up and welcome to Callums Corner. Welcome to a very special video. I am about to go on holiday, but not just any old holiday, to some lovely picturesque postcard destination. I'm about to go away for a long weekend at England's worst holiday camp. Yeah, that's right. I'm going to Pontins Camber Sands, the mecca of mediocre, the chav central, crap city, you know, call it what you like. I'm going to experience it fully and review it fully. And I'm going to do it fairly. You know, it's only cost me £131.50 for a long weekend, so it's reasonable. And apparently also, it's got like a really good swimming pool, which I love. So I'm going away. I'm going to have a long weekend, and you're bloody coming with me. I need to get moving. My taxi's going to be here any minute, and I've got a long journey ahead of me. But on the journey, I'm going to share with you all of the reviews that, you know, explain exactly why Camber Sands is thought of so lowly. Right, let's get moving.
Ever wondered what it would be like to travel back in time and see what life would be like during war? Wonder no more. I understand the price we paid was low, but you don't expect to have to clean your own room on arrival, nor do you expect to have to empty out someone else's ashtray when you arrive. Enjoy normal conversation? You won't get one yourself, but you can listen to everyone else's as they casually order drugs from their local entrepreneur. Enjoy cleaning up the bloody remains of the last visitor's drunken antics? Step right up. Enjoy a gamble? Well, take your children's lives in Pontins' hands with wardrobes that look like they could collapse at any minute on an unsuspecting toddler. We found this and similar in a second room that was offered as an alternative. Needless to say, we left after speaking with the duty manager, who completely understood our horror. The most disgusting, dirty and outdated accommodation I've ever stayed in. The kids had to wear shoes all the time indoors because the floor was so dirty. The oven was rusty and the plates and cutlery were also filthy. The kids' mattresses were stained and the sofa bed was like a slanting slab of concrete. The managers had no interest whatsoever in hearing complaints. Apart from some of the bluecoats, the staff had no motivation or people skills and were generally rude or uninterested. We left the holiday early because it was so horrendous.
Alright, I'm here. Just got out the taxi and I'm walking through the first parts of Pontins, just trying to find a reception. But the sun's come out and everything feels bloody lovely. So I'm just topping up with my electricity meter, which is something I wasn't expecting, but let's do it. Right, I have checked in, I've picked up my room key, I've topped up my electric. I think I must be ready now, surely, to go and check out the room. Exciting. Right, I think I finally found my apartment. I feel like I've been walking around for ages, keep getting lost. Let me turn you around so I can show you what I'm seeing. It's nice enough, it's quite clean. There is something about the architecture though that is, it's kind of reminiscent of a place where concentration would be required at all times. Let's put it that way. I'm going to turn you around and show you. Finally, after all these hours of travelling, we have arrived. You kind of see through the window there, but I don't want to spoil it. Let's open her up and have a look. Oh, there we go. There we go, we're in. Okay. Flat screen telly. See that already. Some kind of sofa bed that is in the permanently bed kind of selection. I'm giving you my live reaction as we come through the door. So yeah, you have it. Right, that door shut. That's a good start. Flimsy, but that's fine. A window with a decent outlook. I mean, it could use a clean. It could definitely use a clean. But there you go. I guess you're not paying for the cleanliness. Decor is very blue. Very blue. A little bit chipped away and faded. Just deposited my backpack down on there. You can see there. They're well loved. Well worn, I think is the best way to describe it. Wow. There's my kitchenette unit. Again, another very clean window. Fridge you'd think would be oh no, of course it's not shut. There's no electric to load it, is there? I have to stick that on in a minute and get the fridge fired up. Oven, that looks like the oven that I had in my student accommodation when I was at uni. Well, at least I know how to use it. Got a toaster and a kettle, thank God. I doubt we've got a cafetiere for frothy, well, fresh coffee at least, even if it's not frothy. No. Right, that's where I must be loading my electric on, I guess. That's an empty cupboard, which is good storage, I guess. There's my outlook from the back window. You can kind of see the Nisa local just there. So that's good for convenience purposes. I'm not sure what that kind of feature is there. It's framed like it's something. Interesting. Water heater, yeah, that's nice. Little mirror, up. Right, and then we've got, I guess, bathroom. Yep, we've got a bathroom. That's nice. I do like a bath. Right, yeah, we've got a shower. Slippery when wet, that's what she said. Okay, you got a sink. It's not too bad, not too bad. Toilet, 2 rolls of toilet paper, although that is very flimsy toilet paper. Don't know whether 2 rolls will do me for the whole weekend. But I guess we got Nisa. Nisa local there, haven't we? And then we've got, what's this little cupboardry feature? That's the boiler. Right. Well, we'll check out the bedroom in a second. Extra bedding in there. Really taking care of me. It's a nice feature, isn't it? Wardrobe. Just right here in the living room. So you can use it whenever you need it. You know, you could be watching your massive flat screen telly. You think, well, I want to put, change my outfit. It's okay. Wardrobe's just there. No hassle for me. It's going to be convenient. Well, I guess it is just a bedroom. Beds aren't made. Pretty sure they were expected to be. Well, they must have been, mustn't they? Because they've got bloody... Give me the key and stuff. There's not even sheets on the bed. Okay, that's interesting. This one is... You hear that? That's waxy. That's got a nice urine protector. So, there'll be no unfortunate accidents. Definitely want a sheet on it, though, if I'm sleeping on a urine-protected mattress. That, again, is very waxy. So if I were to spontaneously urinate, I'm going to be okay. There's quite a lot of dirt on there. You see that? Is there a dead fly or something? Get rid of that. Bits of eggshell. Someone's had an egg in bed. Don't blame them. A little bit of blood, I think, on a denim style mattress we've got there. Yeah, someone's had some, must have been quite frantic boom if they put their fish through there. Nice repair job, though. Worked hard to sand that down before they just slapped a bit of paint on it. Another wardrobe, another bloody wardrobe. That's 2 of the buggers. Ample storage. A lovely little bedside table between the 2 beds. I don't know how clearly you can see that, but I have got the electric loaded on there. There's a fiver on there, which should hopefully last me at least for tonight. I've got a number of things to do, haven't I? I need to get to reception and sort out some sheets for my bed. Definitely don't want those mattresses any closer to my body than necessary. As many barriers as possible, please. And I need to get to Nisa to get some some milk and tea, possibly something for dinner. Although I might like to try the on-site restaurant tonight. I'm not too sure yet. But yeah, I need to go to Nisa local and get some supplies at the very least. Okay, let's do this, kick into gear, and then I can properly relax. I can't wait to get in the swimming pool. But yeah, let's take care of the jobs first, and then it's time to shine. I've just got to the swimming pool. I thought I'd come and check it out before I go to the shop. And, see that? Looks amazing. It's just dark and closed, and there's like barriers around it. I've had to clamber over. If the pool is not working while I'm here this weekend, I'm going to massively kick off. I know that sounds entitled, but that is what I was looking forward to. I love swimming. Otherwise, I'm just staying in a bloody crappy apartment for the weekend and having to top up electric for no bloody reason. I need to go find someone to speak to. I need bed linen and I need a swimming pool. Alright, I am starting to lose my mind, and with it, my patience is going too. This is ridiculous. So I walked up to the swimming pool to check it out. I showed you that. It's all dark, closed down, and cordoned off. Alright, so I've gone round to reception to ask them about it, and they just looked at me like a mental, like it's a stupid question. Is the swimming pool going to be open? They don't even know, apparently. They put it up if it is going to be open on the notice board. Is that a stupid question? I mean, I paid money to come and stay here. That's one of their main selling points, is they're meant to have a decent pool, and it's not open. I don't think that's a stupid question. I don't think I'm the stupid one for asking it. Ridiculous. And then, right, to compound the bloody problems, right, they expect me to pay 12 quid for sheets. 12 quid? Apparently I was meant to prepay when I bloody booked. I don't even remember having that option when I booked. Who charges extra for sheets? That's a bloody basic human right. Surely when you come away and stay like that, and electricity, that should be bloody provided for in the price that you paying and you're booking. I'm not paying it. Screw them. I don't care. I can be petty. No one can be smaller-minded than me. I'll be as petty as you like. I'll sleep on here without a sheet. I mean, I don't relish the thought of my body being any closer to this weird, waxy mattress than it needs to be, but I'll do it. Don't test me. I can be petty as you bloody like. Christ, I'm just sitting here now and everything looks rubbish. Like, before when I got here, I was thinking it would be an adventure. Like, yeah, the accommodation's not great. I mean, let's be honest, it's a bit crap, isn't it? But I was thinking, well, who cares? I'm not going to be here. Like, I've just been in the swimming pool all weekend. Like, when there's a swimming, but I love swimming. When there's a decent pool, I will swim, I will eat, I will drink. I will swim, I will eat, I will drink. I will swim, I will eat, I will drink, I will sleep. And then I'll repeat it all again the next day. I bloody love swimming. But what am I meant to do all weekend now? I'm just stuck in this weird little cell block in the middle of nowhere with a bed that's never going to fit me. Legs off the bloody end. I'm definitely falling off this in the night. And what am I going to do all day? What am I going to do all day? There's a tiny little adventure playground out the front of me called Little Crocs, but it's tiny. It's not, like, I'm way too big to go on any of the stuff I've already looked. Even I can't even go on a bloody slide. This is going to be so boring. And horrible, and it's bloody horrible. I've got no solid internet, really. There's no Wi-Fi, really slow 4G. I'm going to have something to eat. I've still got a sandwich left from my travels. I'm going to have that and see if it calms me down. I mean, I'm here. I've got to make the best of it, so I guess I'll go out tonight. There's the arcade. Save that till tonight. I'm going to bloody need that. Hopefully it's a decent arcade. Have a few berries and some food later, I guess, but really, really disappointed so far. Right, just strolled out to my kitchen now. Thought I'd check on the lecky. £1.40 has been absorbed already. That's mental. I've barely been here an hour and I haven't even been in here. Been walking around the bloody park. I think it must be because the fridge was open. I forgot to close it, and the old water heaters are on. Well, they've gone bloody right off. I'm not giving Pontins any more of my money than I don't have to. That is a mental rate, though. The lights will be bloody off. It's going to be blacked out in here by bloody 9 o'clock tonight. Oh, for Christ's sake. I've just got to show you this. So I thought I'd move the chair off, sit down and have my sandwich, right? Went to put my hand on the chair. What on earth is that? Like a rat or something is spunked upon it. It's a hair sticking out of it. Is that Ginger? I think it's blonde, but you can see why I'd suspect. That's absolutely disgusting. It makes me want to retch. As my eyes are becoming more adjusted to the dull and dim light. That is slightly my own fault. I'm trying to save on the lecky bill. But anyway, as my eyes become more adjusted, I am seeing just what a crappy job they did with cleaning this place. I haven't eaten here yet. I've only just got in here, really. There's bits of eggshell everywhere. I mean, eggs are nice, but only when you're eating them yourself, not when it's someone else's bloody egg. Bits of food stuck in the corners. I mean, I can forgive that a little bit, but it's the stuff just in the middle of the floor. I don't know what constitutes a cleaning, Pontins, but I think it might just be putting the bloody chairs on the table. It's ridiculous. It's everywhere, all over the floor. I mean, to be fair, it might be mice dragging stuff around while I haven't been here, but yeah, it's not nice. It's pretty dirty. It's like, and I expected it to be dirty and battered and stuff, but you'd think they'd clean it. Right, I just thought I'd take in the evening air a little bit and explore my kind of block. Have a little look through the windows, see if I've got the short straw. Doesn't seem like I have, to be honest with you. They're all crap. I don't know, it's kind of an interesting aesthetic, isn't it? It's kind of concentration camp combined with crack, isn't it? I kind of expect to see Jesse Pinkman going off with that kind of that ukulele into one of those apartments. Well, using the word apartment kind of fast and loose there, but there you go. I mean, I'm not peeking into people's places. No one's checked into these ones. Surprisingly low occupancy. Can't think why. Anyway, I'm going to head to the arcade, I think, in a minute. It's dark. It's nearly 7 o'clock. It's time to eat. It's time to try and enjoy myself. I'm just getting all of the curtains and stuff shut because there's some kind of breeze coming in and it's absolutely freezing in here. I want to get it all secured before I leave because I'm leaving the heaters on. It'll cost me a bloody tenner. Anyway, I've come over to it. Let me turn you around so I can show you what I'm talking about. Alright, so come over to here to try and get it shut. And I noticed this. Well, maybe if I turn that round, it will kind of like more securely like lock the window, basically. Doesn't turn, doesn't open. It's just decoration. It's just a bloody ornament. It's so dusty and gross as well. It's nothing. It's fake window. Fake bloody window. Fake bloody holiday. Nothing's as it should be. Right, I'm going to head off to the entertainment centre now because I'm cold, I'm hungry, and I'm bored. And, quite frankly, I'm fed up now. Promises were made when I booked this place. A swimming pool was promised. I've had no access to a swimming pool. Wasn't promised anything about the electricity, but that should have been unspoken. Yet here I am having to top it up. Promised sheets, but that should be a bloody given. I was promised internet, access to internet. There's no bloody internet. Got arse 4G. I can barely load a bloody picture. I'm bored. I'm sitting here and I'm bloody bored. See what? I'm tempted to go bloody home. The only tiny little positive, and I'm not even sure it is a positive, is the fact that when I've been walking round, there is an awful lot of single mums here, and a lot of them have got these unfeasibly large bosoms. We're talking gajongas, just humongous. They're not like bosoms as you traditionally know them. They're kind of sunken all over the place. It's just it's different. They're kind of, it looks a little bit like a pasty. Kind of the skin around there, and a lot of them very pale and stuff. It's not particularly alluring, but it's been over 2 years now for me. Trump was the president last time I had any bloody boom boom, so I'm willing to push the boundaries a little bit and explore stuff. Slightly scary because some of them are that large. How would you even deal with that? Not just poke your eye out. Like a woman almost knocked me over with her dirty pillows earlier, and you couldn't really tell where they stopped in her kind of spore-like stomach begun, but I don't know, it's been 2 bloody years, so I'm going to head down the arcade and the restaurant, maybe have a bevy or something. You never know. It's like the one tiny little possible positive. There's an awful lot of single mums here. It wouldn't matter that the swimming pool's not shot if I, had boom boom for the first time in 2 years. The whole bloody apartment block would be swimming in a sea of spunk, such as my, gonad juice, ample supplies at the moment. Back right up it must be, over 2 years. Anyway, let's get my coat on. Let's go down to the entertainment centre. Let's have something to eat, see what the arcade's like, and, maybe the bar will be, something I can have a couple of bevies, and actually it will be a really good fun weekend because I'll meet people and it will be good. I'm trying to think positively. At the moment, it just seems like the weekend is stretching out before me. It's like a prison cell. Anyway, positive thinking. Maybe they do really good chips or something. And maybe there will be some lovely ladies there. All right, let's do this. There she blows. Pontins illuminated in all her glory. Oh my God, I just got back. This is not just a bad place. This is not just like an unpleasant place to be. This is like, it's inappropriate for me to be here, right? I got down to the entertainment centre. having a look round, found the restaurant, and it was awful. Didn't fancy eating there. Like, a little look round the arcade, and I'm thinking, right, I'm going to get out of here, like, find the pub that I found earlier, the Queen Vic. I'm thinking that must be where everyone's hanging out, like, maybe they'll have better food, more people and stuff. So I go to leave, I get back to the reception area, but now it is absolutely chock-a-block, right? And as I go in there, as I go into all these people, I suddenly realise, like, what is going on? This is like, it is full of teenage girls, right? Not just teenage girls, they are all wearing like dance leotards, got these like little batons, well, big body batons, the ones that you like twirl and stuff. I'm suddenly standing there in like a sea of teenagers like dressed in dance leotards. I've never felt more inappropriate. Like, what the hell is going on? What fresh hell is this? So I struggle over to the actual reception desk to ask, like, what is going on here? Like, and she tells me it's a shared weekend. Like, what? Shared? What do you mean a shared weekend? So, like, basically, they've got like this major event on, like bat and bloody spinners. I can't even understand what she's telling me. I struggle out of reception, get outside, and it's just full of them. Like, the whole of this bloody holiday park is just full of them teenage girls all wandering around now. Like, earlier, I was walking around and there was like middle-aged blokes like me just on their own, and I'm thinking, well, like, is it like people come here just to meet people? Like, is it all people like me? Like, the bar I was thinking was going to be heaving. It seemed like there were loads of single mums just with little kids around, or without kids, just on their own and stuff. I'm thinking it's going to be great, right? All makes sense now, doesn't it? They're waiting for their kids to finish bloody performing. Why am I here? This is massively inappropriate. Like, it's not just bad, it's not just crap, it's not just dirty, it's not just horrible. Like, why am I here? This is hugely inappropriate. Like, I'd go home now if I could, but it's too bloody late. It took me 6 hours to get here. I can't get back to the Isle of Wight. Oh my God, like, first thing in the morning, I need to get out of this place. This is absolutely ridiculous. This is inappropriate. Like the bloody Pied Piper of paedophilia walking through here with young lassies just everywhere doing their dancing. There shouldn't be other people here. It should be bloody private. What kind of weekend am I going to have? I'm getting out of here. This is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. I'm meant to have internet. I'm meant to have a bloody swimming pool. I'm meant to have, like, teenage baton swirlers everywhere. It's ridiculous. And what is that out now? Oh, you've got to be kidding me, right? Look at that. As soon as I get back in here. Right, as soon as I leave, more like it gets right. Absolutely ridiculous. That was over £3.20 when I left. What even is it? They're off. Left the kettle on. Oven's not on. Should be the fridge. Must be the fridge. The plug. No, that's the microwave. It must be behind it. No, that's coming out. No bloody white. I'll leave it that all right. Yeah. Here it is. Ah. Nope. Let's get in here a bit. There she is. Gone. There's no way they're getting a single penny more off me. Dickheads. I've got nothing to eat now. I'm going to have to go back to Nice, a local store. I'm going to have a cup of tea, take some deep breath and try and calm down and plan my bloody escape route for the morning. This is ridiculous. Right, I'm back at the apartment. I don't know whether you can hear, but it's properly raining now. Some bloody holiday this is. Anyway, I got sausage and mash, comfort foods. It's going to be gross microwave sausage and mash ready meal, isn't it? I'd much rather cook it myself. I did have potatoes and stuff, but I've got one knife, 2 forks and a tin opener here, so I've got no chance of being able to mash potatoes and do all that. So, yeah, it's going to be an experience. I'm going to ready-made sausage and mash, and then a bit more comfort food. I've got myself a packet of chocolate donuts, which I do enjoy with a cup of tea, so... Right, okay, let's cook it up. Let's see. This really wasn't what I imagined when I got up this morning. You know, I knew it wouldn't be great. I knew it wouldn't be like the smartest place. Like, I knew it would be like a cheap and cheerful place, but this is not what I'd imagined. I thought I'd at least be able to have a beer or two. I'd definitely be able to have a swim earlier today, and, you know, I thought I'd be having a burger and chips or something, you know, at least freshly fried. Okay, let's just cook here and eat. So my dinner's cooked. Let's share this moment together. I'm not very positive about this. I gave it the halfway through stage stir, and the mashed potatoes very dry. The sausages are, well, obviously they're not crispy. They've been nuked, but okay, let's get a plate. Please be a plate. Yeah, there is a plate. There is a plate. Oh, I've got no salt and pepper. I didn't think about that. Screw it. I'm just going to eat it. I'm so bloody hungry now. Right, there it is. I'm about to tuck in. Jesus, it's so loud. That little Crocs Park just at the back of me. It sounds like there's... Yeah, it sounds like they're bloody in here almost. It's awful. This is awful. This is awful. This is awful. This is awful. And the bloody electric meter, that's bloody awful. I'm going to try and eat. Right, it's not going well. I've got my coat on because that is ticketing through my bloody electric. I'm not having the heaters on. I didn't realise it was possible for it to be this cold whilst you're indoors. So I've got my coats on at the moment. And also, I want to be ready to... I've been popping out to keep my eye out there. Apparently, it's not just majorettes here. There is quite a vocal contingent of travellers, and there is a rotund traveller child who is been very vocal out there. Now, he has been keeping some kind of rudimentary order amongst the other children, like shouting at them, you can't go like off the block and stuff. He's been shouting at them, but also he's been very loudly talking about all the stuff that he's done. So I've just been keeping an eye on him. He's gone quiet out there now, but I just want to be ready. Anyway, basically, I am absolutely screwed. It is a train strike tomorrow, and there is nothing. I've been looking. I've been trying to be booking too, but there's just nothing to be had. Like Rye, where I came into, where I'm closest to, nothing going out there tomorrow. Thought, oh, I'll try Hastings. Like maybe I'll just have to pay loads of money to get a taxi over to Hastings, and I'll go for that. Nope, nothing. I've been trying to find like a bus to like Brighton maybe. I get like to Pompey from there, just nothing. I literally do not know what I'm going to do. I'm not staying here all weekend. That's some kind of super nonsense. It's ridiculous. I haven't even got the internet to be properly looking. This is just arse. Like my skills are being put to the test here. This is now a test for me to get myself out of here tomorrow morning. Like, there is always a way. There has got to be a way, because I've got the bloody will. It's not like I'm going to be sleeping, is it? Gonna find a way. I'm gonna get out of here. This is not a holiday. This has just turned into, like, this is beyond arse. I don't like to use the phrase because people in my bloody stream do, but this is like AIDS infected arse is what it is. It's that bloody bad. Hey up, right? It's even colder now, if anything, and I'm down to less than £2 on the old lecky meter. But good news. I think I found a way out of this hellhole through a combination of utilising Google Maps, local bus apps, Trainline, which is just useless with the train strikes, and a number of other resources. My mind's all over the place. I've been pulling on so many threads, but basically I found that if I get on a bus, if I get on buses tomorrow for about 4 hours and 37 minutes, I can get to a station where trains will be running from. It's a ridiculously long amount of time, like for the length of journey in miles, but it's multiple buses, like changing and stuff. It's what takes all the time. Normally my mind would reject the very thought of this, like nearly 5 hours on buses. But when the alternative is this, I'd rather just spend a day on the bus. It'll be miserable, but what else? I'm not going to stay here, am I? Ridiculous. Right, I need to turn my thoughts now to sleeping. Because it's really, really late now. It's really cold. I'm aware that I'm speaking all the time while I'm filming, and the walls are pretty much made of plywood. Probably kids sleeping next door. We've got a big bloody competition event tomorrow, so yeah. Let me turn you around and show you what I've organised bed-wise. I am going to take my coat off. Probably going to leave my hat on because it's super cold. I'm going to take my jumper off. I've got like my Jimmy Jams in the suitcase, but I don't really want to infect them. Don't really want like more of my stuff to be touching the bed covers, really. So I think I'm just going to sleep in my t-shirt and just set my alarm for dead early. You know, it's a long journey I've got ahead of me. Right, let me show you the sleeping arrangements. Okay, here we go. I've gone for this bed just because of like the blood stain I found on that one. I think it was blood. It could have been feces. Either way, it's not appetising. This one was the more plasticky of the mattresses. Now, I'll explain my thinking behind that. It's not because I'm worried I'm going to urinate in the night. It's because it was easier to wipe down with some damn toilet paper. I just thought, at least I can do that. And it's slightly more comfortable than this one. There's some real spring shards coming through there. I mean, neither's going to be comfortable, are they? I really do wish that I'd paid the £12 for the sheets now, or at least read my booking stupid form. Like I've checked my booking form, by the way, and there is something in the notes section that says a shared event this weekend. But who checks the bloody booking PDFs? Anyway, I wish I'd spent the £12, but I haven't. I'm stubborn, and here I am now. So this was the grosser of the two. So I'll sleep with that beneath me. It's dead cold. I'm going to be slipping and sliding, but I'll do my best, and I'll have this one on top of me. And I've got a pillow, which I don't really want my face going on. But again, it needs must, I guess. It needs must. I'll do my best. Oh, God, that's a hair on there, isn't it? Yeah, that's a hair. I feel a bit sick. I'm going to push on through this. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a t-shirt out of my suitcase, wrap it round this, just so that's not on my face. And then that t-shirt that's on there it's just Pontins t-shirt now. I won't be claiming it back. You can just have it. It's Pontins t-shirts. I've got a Nike t-shirt with me, which is Pontins not having. But I've also got an older super dry t-shirt, which Pontins can have, reluctantly, because it is, super dry still. It was designer at one time, but it is slightly aged. So I'll put that round the pillow, I think. Okay. Good night. Good morning to you all. I made it through the night. I'm still bloody standing. Probably the only plus points from last night, to be honest with you. That was hands down the worst night's sleep I've had. It was so uncomfortable. It was so cold. It took me hours to fall asleep, and I think it was paranoia, but in the middle of the night I started getting paranoid. I felt like that my inner ear was going itchy. I felt like something was trying to crawl in there. I think it was just overtiredness and paranoia and stuff, but it was just horrible lying there, cold, uncomfortable, paranoid, itchy ears, because I think there's some kind of bed bug attacking it. It was just awful. Anyway, I fell asleep at about 3:30, 4 in the morning, and about 2 hours later, I was woken up by the family on that side, getting up, shouting, screaming, really loud toast making. I mean, to be fair, the rules are basically paper, so you can even hear the toast popping up and stuff, but it was horrible. And then the other family joined in. The competition, the dance competition, must start really early this morning, so they were all up at the crack of dawn. If I'm lucky, I've got about 2 hours sleep. I feel a little bit sick and nauseous. I'm so tired. Massively hard day ahead of me. I've got to spend hours and hours on the bus. It's going to be one of the all-time arseholes of a day, I think. But the alternative is to stay here and live like this. I'm practically in prison. It's horrible, and it's inappropriate that I'm here. I need to leave. So I am going to try and get away. I am going to do this, but it's going to be an arse of a day. Right. Going to drink a cup of tea, try and wake up a little bit, and then I'm going to get moving. Oh, what a view when you open your curtains, eh? I mean, you can barely see through the streaked, dirty window. But if you could, you'd see that the traveller children have made it impossible for anyone else to use the swings out there. They've wound them as high as they'll go over the bars. I would open the window and show you out there, but that is just a decorative window. But yeah, that kind of adds to my overwhelming feeling this morning. Jesus Christ. Right, I've had my cup of tea. I'm kind of ready for the day. Well, as ready as I'm going to be today, I think. I'm going to head out into the Pontins camp real quick. All the dancers seem to have disappeared. I think it's safe for me to go out quick. And I just need to get some cash out, just in case the boss doesn't take contactless payments. It should, but it always pays to be prepared. I'd also really, really like to source a frothy coffee, just to feel a bit more awake. And I've got to be honest with you, I'm not enjoying the air in my little accommodation. It feels like dirty air. I feel like I'm constantly breathing in like just grossness, little bits of mould and stuff. I feel like I'm, on the edge. If I think about it too carefully, I'm on the edge of feeling a bit sick, quite honestly. Actually, I want to inspect this. There was some kind of toothpaste on the wall that I kept looking at as I was trying to fall asleep last night. Now it's light, I want to do a full inspection. Let me just turn you around and we'll inspect this, and then we go get some cash and hopefully frothy coffee. Yeah, there it is. I was lying there last night in my own personal hell, and light shining through the door was kind of illuminating it. It's just like this green. I think someone's... Oh, okay, I thought it was toothpaste last night, but actually, I think that's silly string. Yeah. I don't relish touching stuff with my bare skin. I will wash my hands now, but yeah, just to confirm, that's silly string, not toothpaste. It's actually a game that you could play here, couldn't you? If you were unfortunate to kind of come here on a family holiday, you could kind of play Guess That Stain, What's That Smeg? Just go along the walls. I wonder what made that hole. I wonder what insects living in that part of the wall. There's some kind of fluff in there. Interesting, isn't it? Loads of filly ewes there. Obviously, we had the feces stroke blood there. Yeah, Guess That Stain. Play for a bloody long time in this flat, couldn't you? Okay, let's head out into Pontins. Oh, what's that? Oh, that's an interesting one. Is that mud? Is that mould? Is that just rubbed against the door there? Different kind of stain on the curtain. Hours of entertainment here. Guess that stain. Right, let's go get some cash out. Jesus, I just opened the door and I was greeted with the overwhelming sight of depression. Now, I know depression is not a visual thing, but you will understand what I'm talking about. I am going to turn you back round and just give you a little live view. This is what you're greeted with as you exit your Pontins cabin. It's a depressing kind of, what do you guys call it now? Aesthetic. Yeah, and turn you around, you can do this live with me. Alright, so here you go, the live Pontins experience. You've been hanging out in your accommodation, you've been playing a pleasant game, Guess That Stain with your family, you decide to go out for some breakfast, find yourself a coffee. This is what it feels like. I'm back in the accommodation for the home stretch. I've got about half hour before I've got to leave and go catch the bus. I did manage to get a coffee. There's no Costa or anything like that I could find. Not even in the shop. There was a little kind of coffee machine in the Nisa local. It is not the frothy variety, but it is instant. But it's gold blend, so the Lord giveth and the Lord taketh away. You've just got to make the best of it. At least I've got some coffee. Ish. Right. So I'm gonna finish this. I've got all the heaters on now. Just checked the Lecky meter, and there's 87p left on there. That's the best part of £1, and I'm not willing to leave that on the table for Pontins to sock up their little perverted protuberance. Although actually, to be fair, they haven't really been perverted. It's just gross. But yeah, I'm not leaving 87p on there for them to eat. I'm going to be eating it myself. So I've got I've got the 2 heaters on, and I'll turn the immersion, the boiler on in a minute if it looks like we're not going to go through it all. Yeah. All right. I guess we'll say a formal goodbye just before I leave, but that moment can't come soon enough for me. All right, it is time to get the hell out of here. I'm making my escape. I've never felt less ready to spend multiple hours on public transport, buses, and hopefully a train. I feel tired and I feel gross is the worst part. Obviously, I couldn't have a shower this morning. It was the same thing as the bath last night. Maybe I should have thought about it. Maybe I should have bought my own towel, but I've literally never stayed anywhere that doesn't give you a towel. Who doesn't give you linen? Who doesn't give you a towel? Who books you in and when you're a normal person, a weekend when there's a child's dance event going on? I'm going to look into all of this stuff once I get home and I can turn my analytical mind to it. We'll do a full debriefing. But at the moment, I can't let my attention wander. I just need to get out of here. It's not going to be easy with the train strike, but I'm bloody determined. Right. It's been horrible, but in a way I'm glad I did it because, it's been a thorough review and it shows me that, exactly what we were dealing with. All those reviews that people had written on Google and stuff, they were absolutely right. Yeah, it's cheap, but you're basically paying still to come and stay in a really grotty. It's like a prison. It's like a prison, and they don't seem to care at all either, the bloody Pontins people. Right, anyway, let's go. I've got to go drop my key into reception. Even that makes me a bit nervous. What if I can't get home? But I guess I'm not coming back here. So if that does happen, we'll deal with it. Right, let's say goodbye to my accommodation, my cell. Let's go drop the key off and the journey starts, I guess. Good morning and welcome to London. Not where I want to be, not where I expected to be. Got the buses yesterday after I managed to leave Pontins to Ashford International train station. It's the only train station I could find with trains going from locally. From there, got a train direct to London. Plan being that I would then go from London directly to Portsmouth. It seemed to be places were going from London to London. The buses took so long. I didn't get up to London till at 5 o'clock. My train line app was telling me I wasn't going to get back till 7 in the morning. I still think there was probably a way, but my stomach turned on me. I don't know whether I picked up some kind of dirtiness and infection from Pontins, but hanging around in London, I was having a coffee, I was trying to sort it out, frothy coffee, trying to sort it out on my phone. My stomach just turned on me. I ended up pooing in public toilets, which is less than ideal. Some pancreas. At least they're posh toilets. For public toilets, they're pretty nice. But it wasn't a one-off. My stomach was bubbling and stuff, and I just thought, you know what, I can't get home. I'm not going to spend hours just constantly pooping on the train. In the end, I managed to book myself a last-minute Airbnb, which is where I am now. It's a good bloody job because I was actually sick twice last night, as well as the pooing. And perfectly, as just to put the cherry on the dirty little cake of the weekend, there was a power cut as well. So I spent 2 hours pooping and being sick once in total darkness. Yeah. It's not been the most successful trip, although I don't regret doing it in a strange way. At least we're getting the word out there about Pontins. Honestly, don't go and stay there. Right, I am slowly coming back to life. I'm going to get myself a McDonald's breakfast. I think when you're feeling dodgy, you just want something simple, something familiar, and that hits all the bases. You got your lovely sausage patty, your lovely egg, good protein, got your carbs with your hash brown, your bun around it, and also I'll be getting a frothy coffee. Lovely. All right. Hopefully, I'll speak to you later. Hopefully, I'll make it home today. Right. Basically, shizzle is going down. I don't know whether you saw that. That is a squirrel who was in a standoff with two cats. Now, the squirrel was in that bush. I think he got a bit scared of me. When I came out, I'd heard a kerfuffle. Now, these cats are very predatorily stalking said squirrel. I'm doing my best and rooting for the squirrel. I think my mere presence has kind of startled this cats into stillness. It's been great help when the squirrels made it get away, but yeah, it's tense. I have showered and brushed my teeth, got dressed and stuff. I think I feel about as ready for the day as I'm gonna feel today, which isn't very ready, judging by the bags under my eyes. I feel pretty rough, to be honest with you. It was Friday when I left to go on this holiday, which is mad to think about. Feels like an age ago. It's so much has happened, but that's 48 hours basically. And when you break it down, I've spent about 11 of those 48 hours traveling on trains and buses and stuff. Probably about 5 of those hours pooping on the toilet, and maybe 3 or 4 of those hours sleeping. It's taken a toll on me. But it's okay. I'm going to march on, I'm bowed, I'm bent, I'm broken. Martell words I'm channeling today. That's a question I get asked a lot. I'm a massive Game of Thrones fan. A lot of people do ask me, what family do you identify with? Who do you like best on Thrones and stuff? And to those people, I do say, well, you don't know Thrones. Thrones, it's a spectrum. And you identify with, you channel whichever family and whichever motto you need at the right time. On a regular, most of the time, it's the Starks to me. Winter's coming, run with your pack and stuff. Eddard Stark, honourable, strong, honest, what a lovely guy he was. But other times, you need to channel something else. And today, it's about the, dogged determination, getting back on public transport and just getting myself home. I'm bowed, I'm bent, I'm broken. And that's actually, I should say, that's not like a homophobic thing, the unbent thing. It's nothing to do with sexuality. It just means like a rod of steel that cannot be bent to someone else's will. Yeah. Right. Anyway, I'm ready, as ready as I'm going to be. I'm packed and stuff. I've got about an hour left before I need to check out, and a little bit of a dilemma, actually. A lot of me wants to just go to the station now and get on the train and start getting home, soon as begun, soon as done. But I think I'm going to stick around for the final hour, not just because I like to get my value out of an Airbnb place, but just because basically last night I spent a lot of the night evacuating my bowels. It was horrible, crampy, violent, just gross. This morning, normally I'd start my day with a biological evacuation, but I've evacuated all the biological matter last night in a very violent manner. So I haven't done that, what I'd usually do. And I'm just not sure I trust that, so I'm going to give it the hour before I go to check out, just to see if there's any stirrings and anything does want to happen. Reduces the risk of getting caught short while I'm on public transport. Not sure I fully trust my stomach yet, even with the healing properties of a good Macca's breakfast inside me. Yeah, okay, well, I'm going to hang around for that hour and then I'm going to head. Right, it's time for me to head off now. I've not managed to squeeze one out, but to be fair, I haven't felt the need to at all. So I think what must have happened there is I've just kind of totally emptied myself of organic matter during the night. So fingers crossed. In terms of that, it should be plain sailing, back on kind of firmer ground in kind of like matters of the anus. Actually, fingers crossed, touch wood, that could be an omen for today, hopefully, in terms of travelling and stuff. it should just be plain sailing. You know, the strike isn't on today, although there is a warning on the kind of travel site saying there might still be delays because of yesterday's strike. But yeah, hopefully it's an omen and everything's going to be all right now. I'll be able to get home without too much trouble. Right, I'm going to get moving. I'll see you soon. Right, I am back home again now, and I have been for a couple of days. I wanted to give it a couple of days just to calm down a little bit, just to get some sleep and feel like I'm not hanging out my arse, and make sure that I give you a really fair review of my Pontins stay. And I do feel like I'm in a position to do that for you now. And my overall review is it's crap. Don't go. I would rather stay in a tent than stay in Pontins accommodation. Even if it costs the same amount of money, a tent would normally be a lot cheaper. I would rather camp out. They'd have to pay me to go back there. What is the point of it? The accommodation's disgusting. There's nothing to do on the whole site. Even the basics that you should be able to rely on, like a swim and stuff, it's just not there. And there's all these little weird hidden extras in there where you've got to top up your electric or you got to pay for sheets and stuff. And to be fair, and I said I would be fair, I have checked all the booking and stuff, and it does say that you need to bring sheets or pay for sheets. And it did say on my booking confirmation that there was this shared event on. That's kind of my fault because I got all excited at looking at the Pontins thing one evening, and I didn't book it till the next day just before I was off to work, so I just did it real quick in the morning without looking properly. I should have studied it more, but you shouldn't have to expect to be looking out for these things, these weird little hidden things like, oh, there's going to be people twirling bloody buttons constantly, or you'll have to pay for your electric and stuff. It's just a horrible experience. Now, I don't want to speak out against British holidays because there are some wonderful caravan holidays to be had, and I will try and prove that to you soon. But Pontins is to be massively avoided. Right, hopefully you've enjoyed this video. There's going to be a lot more of these kind of videos for the next few months. Unfortunately, the doxing, people coming to my house situation has just got out of hand. I haven't been able to vlog for the last few months. It's been a nightmare, but I can do this. I can go and experience the worst of stuff. I can go and review stuff. I can do my challenges and stuff. So that is what I'm going to concentrate on for the next few months. And if there is anything you want me to go and experience and see, do let me know in the comments below. In the description of this video, you will also find my P.O. Box address. People have been asking me to reopen that. So that is now open, and we will have a P.O. Box video as well soon. Right, massive thank you for watching. If you enjoyed it, please do leave a like. If you didn't enjoy it, please do leave a dislike. Always want your honest opinions, and thank you very much for watching.